Welcome back, World Drum Club fans. I'm Kalani, your host and teacher. So, a little while ago, one of our fellow World Drum Club supporters reached out, and his name's Kenneth, and he wanted me to show an instrument that he made. And I know a lot of you, like me, like to make stuff. We're builders, we like to tinker in things, and I think this is awesome. This is Kenneth's first kalimba. He said he's made about 9, but this is his very first one, and I want to tell you about it because it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's kind of funky looking, not your average factory made kalimba, but it sounds good, and it's something that you can make if you have some stuff sitting around and you have a little bit of time and you want to dig into a project. So I also want to point out that I never have people set anything on a drum, but I want to just explain why I'm using this drum. And I'll talk about that in a second. But let's look at the kalimba. So first of all, Kenneth's kalimba, and this was his first one, so it's kind of a prototype, but I think it has a special place for him in his kalimba lineage. This one is made from a big block of wood, and you can see here we've got basically, what is that, a 2x6 roughly? And that's a chunk of wood, lacquered. He's got this curved piece of metal here, which he said was a wind chime. So I guess he had a tube. It doesn't have to be a wind chime, but you can get a thin metal tube, put it here. These are rake tines, or the tines, we call these tines. These are from a rake. He's got a piece of copper wire here, a couple staples, and I think once the tines are attached, you probably don't need the staples, but the staples are there. You've got some screws, you've got some paper underneath the tines in the back, and then you've got a couple thin pieces of wood, thin strips of wood. So that's it. And if I hold it up, it doesn't have a lot of acoustic volume. But if we place it on any surface, especially a drum head, and I'm going to use this conga head, for a resonator. And a lot of the mbira players will put the mbira in a gourd to help amplify the sound and also bring resonance. So we're just going to do the quick and dirty, place the thing on a resonant surface. And I did this with the Sansula video. So if you haven't seen that, go check out the Sansula video. But here's the difference between holding it up in the air and placing it on the drum head. And if you move it around, you can find different resonance spots. You can try placing it flat. You can even place it on a tabletop. Here's a music stand, which does add some resonance. Not as much as the drum. And you can hear a little bit of buzzing because of the connection to the drum head, and that's fine. In fact, a lot of kalimbas that are made in different cultures, they'll put bottle caps or shells on the instrument to add a buzzing sound. So the buzzing sound is not necessarily undesirable. Sometimes we like the buzzing. It's got kind of a cool scale here. I'm not sure exactly what the notes are. But that's Kenneth's kalimba. Thanks for sending it in. If any of you make instruments and you'd like me to feature them on World Drum Club, I'm happy to do that. You got to just send it to me and give me some time, and I'll get around to doing that. But I'd love to know what you guys think about Kenneth's kalimba, about the work it takes to build an instrument. If you're the kind of person that likes to build things, I am. I make a lot of things myself, instruments and other things. If you invent things, go ahead and post your comments, or if you want to send me a link, I can post links on the Patreon site, of course. But yeah, I think it's great. Make your own instruments, play them with your friends, give them away as gifts, or sell them. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to thank Kenneth for sending me this, and maybe I'll send it back to you. I don't know. I might need to keep it for a little while. All right. Leave your kind comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can get your World Drum Club gear by clicking some of the links below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Patreon site, patreon.com/Kalani, and become a World Drum Club patron, where you get more than you do here on YouTube for free. That's great. Go out and make good music. Share it with your friends and family. I'll see you in the next video.
World Drum Club.